All right, hey collective, how y'all doing out there today? So guys, I didn't give you your midnight snack, and I apologize for that. Listen, y'all, I was exhausted. I'm talking about done. The energy had taken over, but I'm back. I got some new cards today, guys. And we're gonna see what the cards want to tell us, what spirit wants me to give you today. That's gonna help you provide a little bit of hope, healing, hopefully. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna pull the overall energy from here. We're gonna just get right into this thing. All right, spirit. Give me what the people need to hear. Please and thank you. Now, I did do a pre-shuffle, guys, and I see a lot of good things. Optimism, bravery, relax. I was pulling from my little kitty deck, and it has a different amount of emotions, but all great ones was coming out. And I also seen the marriage card a couple of times, things healing within the family structure, Now, I do think that a lot of you guys are going to be being pulled your energy in new directions. Now, I think a lot of that has to do with the content that you're viewing at this time. I think that you're going to find tarot channels or other healing and inspirational channels that's going to feed your soul and give you more of what you need. I say that because I came across 2 channels. One almost made me cry because she was so on point. Now, I'm not going to give out the name of the channels, not because of promotion or anything like that, but I want you to be pulled to the channels that source is guiding you to receive at this time. Now, if they're meant for you, you'll find them, and you probably already found them. Listen, who knows? But I just think that source is just going to be pulling you and helping you to tap in to the frequency of the information that you need to receive at this time. Now, it's saying something. I seen something so ironic on my screen, and it keep coming to my mind while I'm trying to tell you about this. It's right there. It's right there. And I don't know if this has anything to do with the message today, but I tell you, I pay attention to everything that I see, and one thing that really attracts me is images and numbers. So, of course, I told y'all the story about me losing a money order of $400.44, not knowing exactly what those angel or spiritual numbers meant at the time. However, that has been my number that I have been constantly seeing for over a year or more. However, 444 came up on the screen, on a television screen, and it was an image because I wasn't looking at any content at the time, so my television automatically goes to screensavers. And I don't know if Carolyn Young, or if somebody's name is Carolyn, or if somebody's last name is Young, is watching this video, but maybe this is for you, a patient descent. Now, Carolyn Young was the photographer of the image. Now, it didn't tell what the picture was from. It just gave, Google services or whatever in the author or the photographer's name. But I knew it was of Haiti, rather quickly because of the infrastructure. And you know how Haiti has the houses that's built on top of one another. Maybe I can bring it up. an image to give you more of an example of what I'm talking about. Let me see. Now you dead. It's dead. No, it's well. I think it's still dead. It's probably gonna go right back off. But let me see. Now you're probably familiar. You know what I'm talking about. But let's see. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, of course. Oh, wait a minute. Well, let me see. This one is good enough. Anyway, the picture wasn't quite like this, but you know how see, my light is. You can't hardly see it, but you see how the houses are all on top of one another? Can't see it. Maybe this one is a better one. You see how the houses are all on top of each other? But this was actually pretty good picture compared to this one, but they're all stacked on top of each other. Now the number 444 was on the screen when I looked at it, however it shifted to 445. Now I don't know how I came about to see the number 10 in that instance as well, but I feel like Haiti is about to take some type of miraculous shift, something divinely guided, like some tough time is about to be over for Haiti. Now I'm just putting this out there because Spirit put it on my mind to do it and made me pay attention to that, and this is how Spirit wants you to pay attention to your intuition. Now I don't know, again, what this got to do with anything. Now I did, when that came to my download, if you want to call it, I went to Google Haiti to see what was going on, and I found nothing other than, the norm. I know they are going through a couple of things over there, but nothing, out of the usual. But we'll see. We'll see what that means. All right. Now, Spirit, I said that. Now, maybe somebody's impatient is watching this video. I don't know, boo. And maybe that's just a sign to tell you that some tough time is about to be over. Some transformation. Might got something to do with money orders. I don't know. Alright. I'm just paying attention, doing what Spirit tell me to do. Now you have the Page of Wands and the King of Wands coming out here with balance at the bottom of it. Now I was just telling y'all everything that this card is talking about right here. And this is all about enthusiasm, optimism, creativity, news of exciting opportunities, allowing your creativity to soar, doing things that fuel your passion, and finishing what you start. This is what this page is representing. And so is this King of Wands. And whoever this page is growing up. From boys to men, I want to say. From little girls to women. Now, whoever you are, you're very motivational, inspiring, theatrical. Yeah, you may be a little bit analytic, comedian, takes on the leadership role. Now listen, y'all, this immediately made me revert to one of my comments that I got. Now the comment wasn't directed at me, but rather inside the comments. Now listen, I ain't even gonna shout your name out, but I said, Spirit said, look, that's your moderator right there. That's your first moderator. Now, if you're watching this video, you probably already know who you are. And I was like, look, it just warmed my heart the way you was just in the comment section. And it was just tickling me so much. And I said, look at it. I'm taking on the leadership role. Now, if I ever go live, I feel like you're going to be doing it, boo. And it's telling me, and it also said, keeping your eyes on the big picture, communicate your vision. And you don't probably be sensitive to criticism. I think you're a straight caller. A straight caller, no chaser. And ain't nothing wrong with that, boo. Got a lot of passion. You got a lot of passion. Now this balance is here, so I am going to actually bring this out as well. And we got the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Now I don't know where my other little thingy at. Hold on, y'all. Let me get that so I can have my good setup. Alright, I'm back. I don't even know where the heck is that, but we're just going to use the one that don't have no stem on it. Now the King of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck, which is giving me good finances and very high vibrational. I am actually seeing this card as high vibrational a lot. Now maybe you are an employer and people really like to work with you. Great parent. Yeah, I think you're learning a lot from past experiences. Yeah, practicing what you preach. I see you out there, boo. I see you. Now that just warmed my heart, y'all. Some of the comments that I received, I just want to thank you so much for your interaction. And you know, a lot of the readings, guys, could be from your past, current situations, or might even embody something coming up in the future. So you have to keep that in mind. And a lot of us have gone through the same situations. So if you hear a reading of a situation that you have passed, just know that somebody else out there may need to hear that message. Sometimes, not to say that you're not important, but other readings take precedence in regards to your needs. Now, every reading may not be for you. Every aspect of the reading may not be for you. The entire reading may be for you. One little piece of the reading may be for you. Just like that little piece that I said about Haiti. Now, maybe that's for somebody and they ain't got nothing to do with the rest of this reading. So just take what resonates and leave the rest. You know, I don't think Spirit is speaking through me to just talk to one person. This is a collective reading. Okay? Now, at the bottom of the deck is a radical rebirth. Now, that may have something to do with your perspective, the way you see things. You know, coming up out of that me. You know, it's a lot to be said about some of the comments that I received. You know, it really does tell me the place a person is on their spiritual journey. Understand that we're all connected. Very connected. You know, a lot of our visions and dreams and aspirations come from the reflection of the people that we see. Our imagination. You know, you could think of something and somebody else done carried out your whole plan. Alright, boo? You see a lot of people that invent things, and it came from somebody else's thought because that person didn't think to act on it. Nothing goes out void. That's why it's very important that you pay attention to the things that you project out onto people and the world. If you think it's coming to an end, your world may be coming to an end. And that's mentally. And it's so crazy. I'm looking at the screen and it's giving me Haiti all over again. And these houses so close together on those mountains, and something about that. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's going to be some type of situation that going on in Haiti that's going to give us some type of miracle wake-up call. I don't know. Alright, let's pull a few cards from here to see what the African goddess cards got to say. And we're going to pull from a new deck. Just to see. Now I want to start it out like this because I want to just try to get to know some of the cards. Now I'm going to try to utilize a couple of them. I got a couple of little baby decks that I bought. And this is so crazy that this is coming out. Two very different sets. Now somebody else, listen. This reading is going to go real different in a lot of ways. I already see it coming. And again, just take what resonates and leave the rest. Give us one more, Spirit. Which one? This one or the one on the floor? Let's see what the one on the floor is as well. Now, I'm always going to pay attention to this. Celestial alignment. That's giving me those houses again. I don't know. And it's something so relevant about how the houses are depicted of all the chakra colors in Haiti, stacked on top of one another. Let me see. And y'all, I got my house robe on and it is raggedy as I don't know what. And you got manifestations here as well. Now I do see manifestations coming in. But this is what's crazy. Because you have shame, betrayal, and shine. Now this card came out the last time in the last reading. Now this shame and this betrayal is something that Spirit wants you to come out of. And forgive yourself, boo. Now I think that's going to be very important for somebody to do. Forgive yourself. Now I told y'all, every time I see this betrayal and this spider, it gives me, oh, what a tangled web we weave when we first practice to deceive. And sometimes that deception is casted upon self. Because we go into relationships and do things for the wrong reasons. Now, this shame is making me think about another deck that I bought. Now I brought another tarot deck and didn't realize the nudity in the images. Now I think that I will be able to utilize the images, because y'all know I like images, to really tell the story. Yeah, I'm starting to see nudity in a different way. I got so much going on in my mind right now from, all the downloads and stuff, but yeah, I think that may have something to do with this shame. Now take what resonates and leave the rest. And I just think that Spirit wants you to embrace every aspect of you, boo. Every aspect, everything that you've been through in your past, and heal from the situation, and forgive yourself and the acts did to you or whatever, boo. You just. Now, I'm not saying that any shame or betrayal you felt was due to your own doing. But sometimes we do have to take accountability when there's a need to. Alright. So let's see what's going on with these cards. Now, they didn't come with any type of manual, which may be good. But I like them because they depict little elephants. And if y'all can notice from my background, your girl like elephants. Okay. Alright, now you got generosity coming out here. With shine. And that's that Aries energy again. You don't have to be an Aries, but you could be. Now, I do see those manifestations in regards to your creativity. See, listen, websites taking off. Customer accounts. Now, you got a spiritual quest here that I think that is divinely guided. Now, this, I just noticed that they got numbers on them. Now, the generosity is a number 10 with a new beginning. Now, ooh, I'm just noticing that this little rat is taking something. I got the number 4 here with spiritual quest, something divinely guided. Alright, let's see. We got childhood expression, and made me pay attention to that. You have a lot of balance going on here too. Now, reflection is the number 4 again. Now, 40 and 4. Now, I tell y'all, 4 is always our number. And 30. And 3. We got acceptance and harmony. Let's see. Alright. You got captivity to love. Fulfillment, relaxation, and empowerment. Now, you can't listen. Look at this. Now, I read out all these cards before. Now, all these phrases before. You can't not tell me that Spirit is not talking to you. Now, I'm loving this right here, this little thingy that he's sitting in. Now, I see this in somebody's backyard. Now, it was so crazy that I was just imagining, you know, on Facebook. I don't know if I see them anywhere else, but Facebook had all these photographs of, I want to say that they're AI generated landscape. And, you know, they also have the ones of your houses redecorating them with the crazy things, the cats and all that, the sunflowers and all that. Yeah, but the ones of the landscape, oh my God, I wish I could bring one up just to show you what I'm talking about. But that's what that made me think about. And how they have those things in the backyard. Hmm. I see that. I'm gonna have to really study these cards, y'all. Now this fulfillment is lining right up on this page. And this King of Wands is with this relaxation and empowerment. I'm telling you, this is what you're doing, boo. Now this capacity to love is lining up with balance. Now somebody is going to be blending ideas with somebody. It's something extraordinary about to happen. Extraordinary is unbelievable for those out there not familiar with that term. And the power of diversity. Now we was speaking a lot about a couple of people working in some type of diverse setting, whether it be cultural or ideals. I see that coming into balance. And guys, just understand that all my readings go together. They are all timeless. You can always go back to any of the readings. If this one is not resonating, I'm sure you will find something that does. Now somebody is really going to be chillaxing. I just love it. Listen. I just love it. A spiritual quest is lining up with this reflection. I'm really liking this. I think somebody might be coming into contact with a twin flame, working with this person, because right here, this capacity to love and this balance, and I told you, you're going to be blending your ideas with somebody. It might have something to do with some work venture for some of you guys. Y'all need to be interacting in the comments. I'm sure my moderator gonna make that happen. Oh, Lordy. I'm sure you'll probably want to be my moderator. I hope you will be. Listen, you don't know. You're gonna know. Alright. Listen. I just wanted to pull a little bit of cards out here. I'm going to put this video up. You know, nothing's by accident. But I just wanted to see what was coming out the cards. Then it'll give me more of an idea of how to match them up with other decks. Alright, Spirit. Alright. We're going to do it like this. Just so I can play around a little bit. Y'all play with me for a little bit. I don't even need the tarot right now. Alright. Let's see what's going on with this betrayal as they relate to the cards at the top. Alright, tell us about generosity. We're just going to line it up, Spirit. Alright. Now you have imagination. It says to embrace. It says I embrace and nourish the creative aspects of my mind. And that's lining right up with it. In the spiritual quest. Now this fear did fall in reverse. However, I don't think it really matters because I realized that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Yes. And that's your spiritual quest. Releasing any fear. Now listen, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, this is some type of, this right here. I tell y'all, I work through images. I see strange things. But you know how they have the little scanner that you scan and get the information of the website and all that? You can use it for various things, but yeah. You about to have one of those. Yep. I think you can actually generate that right from your computer. Somebody's about to make one. Somebody about to get a website going. If you ain't already got one. Now you have surrender, and it says I can release my need to control, and that's lining right up on balance, and that's all Spirit asks you to do. And that's lining up on reflection. Somebody's taking accountability to surrender. Now, understand that Aries is all about control. I'm an Aries, yes. I had to be constantly reminded to chill out, chillax. Now, that has something to do with your ideals and working with others too. And having that capacity to love, to hear your partners out. Now these cards is just so beautiful to me. And it's so crazy because I actually did this elephant. I did this myself. I put all this stuff on here. And you see how you got the tusk right there? There I put the you see that? That's crazy, right? Yeah, it was a little white elephant at first, and I did all that too. Bored. I wanted to bling him out. You got balance. Now balance is justice as well. I want y'all to understand that. Karmic justice, if you will. Let's see what's coming out these cards. See if we get anything that's redundant, repeating, some confirmation. I just love these. That is just so cute to me. Now, I'm paying attention to this betrayal because it is the number 2 as well. Now, we got 2 out here. You might be seeing 2, 2, 2 a lot. And understand that that balance is coming in. Now, in regards to your imagination. Oh, isn't that something, Spirit? Now, Spirit wants you to understand the difference between your imagination and your mind. Your imagination is coming from Spirit, the universe, bringing in those ideas, versus your mind that tries to control the outcome, that takes you into fear to block out your imagination. Pay attention to that sneaky little web of deception. That's probably why you have control down here, needing to release that. All right, Spirit. Now this is going to be a little subtle, but I'm going to come back with another one. Let me just see what's coming out these cards. All right, Spirit. Thank you. All right, we're going to take that one. And you got happiness on reflection and this balance. And it says, I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. And that has a lot to do with your reflection, how you're projecting. Now, we did speak about projection in the beginning of the reading in regards to how you think, how you see the outcome of things. Tell you got to refrain from social media, because all they want to do is put you in fear, boo. You got to know that the outcome is going to be good. You have to know it. Seriously, I'm telling the truth. Now you got success. Now I see something happening rather abruptly. And it's lining right up on fulfillment and balance. And just the way those cards fell out. And you, I know that I am here to do. I know what I'm here to do. And you got, this is lining on relaxation. Now your purpose should be easy. Something relaxing. Something that is effortless. Right on this page. With this enthusiasm, optimism. You can listen. I just love the way Spirit speaks. Speaking. Your betrayals. Listen. All that. Whatever that was in the past, all that was just to teach you, boo. That's all it was. Now, it looked like somebody got a whirlwind of ideas flowing through with this fan. Now, spiders are said to be good luck. Like if you see the little webs in your house, I don't know about that, but listen, that look a little, I don't know. I don't know if I would want webs in my house, but sometimes if it's hidden, I won't bother it. Now we was just talking about failure. Was to hear this teacher, and I just seen that at the bottom of the deck. Now, somebody knows their purpose, are about to step right into it, are charging ahead and taking action to walk in that. And I think it's going to set you up, boo. And you're going to have one of those, AI images that I said about the outside of the house. I mean, I'm talking about them damn things be beautiful. Like, ooh, chat, I can see one. And I'm talking about it be so nice. I seen one where they had ladybugs in the walkway and all these daisies. I'm talking about, it was pretty, y'all. It was pretty. Some of that stuff be crazy, but that one was just, that was just too cute for me. The ladybugs. Y'all know I like ladybugs. I got a thing about ladybugs and mermaids. Oh no. Now let me see. What else is going on there? And we're going to do another deck. Just so we can see what's coming out the card. And see how many cards we can actually take from this that are on a negative aspect. Now, a capacity to love. I see somebody's growth in that regards. Now, I guess it's not ready for me to talk about these images just in detail as I would. But maybe I'll see that when I start to pull from the tarot in another reading. Now, this is growth, lighting on capacity to love with this King of Wands. And it says, I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. Listen. And I know you do, because utilizing your voice to help others. Again, it's motivational. This is the King of Wands. Inspiring, theatrical, ambitious. Takes the leadership role, steps into the spotlight. Public speaking. Communicating your vision. That's you, boo. That's you. In this energy. In this energy. And I see growth in all those areas. You just have to be in your knowing. Listen. Maybe some of you guys are going to start to sing and write music, rap, whatever you do about some of these things. Now, I used to love to sing. I mean, I still do. I just, don't listen to music as much no more, so I guess I'm not in sync with music like that anymore. Yeah. You did put a bottle in my hand and I'll be singing from the rooftops. Okay, now you got relationships coming out here with empowerment. This is good. And it says, I am attracted to those people who serve my highest good with empowerment. That's you, empowering yourself. Now, I'm loving the way this is coming out. I'm loving this. Alright, let's pull from the next deck and see what's going on. Now, these cards, I'm not going to pull these with this. I'm going to do these on the next reading, but listen, I think these going to get deep. Them gonna get deep. Now these is kind of somewhat the same cards, but let's see. Now you got forgiveness coming out here. Now it's on growth. Even though I'm gonna put it up on here. No, I'm leaving it. Sometimes things will be for a reason. Now, I want to pay attention to this forgiveness in this regards, though. To generosity and imagination, even though you would like, how would I be able to forgive my imagination and my generosity? because I was talking about the difference between the mind and the imagination and the betrayal, I just find that you're just gonna forgive the way you think about things. Now understand that this forgiveness could be in regards to comparison, envy, jealousy, all those things like that right there. Yeah. I see growth in that area. And we all do it. Have done it. Yeah. I don't know why it made me pay attention to that. I think you're just going to be open. Now, it's making me think about this now, y'all. I get all over the place, I know. Because now this got something to do with a whole totally different reading that I'm going to do, but I got to get that together. And it's about beliefs. We all have beliefs that aren't factual. Now, how do I want to explain this without sounding insensitive? Okay, I could just take something that's very controversial. Religion. You have different sets of people that read from the same book, the Bible, and perceive the word very differently. And it is their belief. Now, I want to tell y'all that in the new world, that all systems that have got this world off to a downfall spiral, I want to say, and they got to go. And sometimes you're going to have to challenge those things. And I told y'all the story about me going to school for graphic design and me trying to get out of that history class. Now, who knew that graphic design would take me down the path of history in regards to photography and the simulation that we live in? That's crazy to me. How that was preparing me for what I'm doing right now. Graphic design. Preparing me for this. How I see images and all that. It's crazy to me. But sometimes you do have to learn to lie to understand the truth. And because I'm fairly new from graduating from graphic design, I think maybe 2 years now. Maybe. It might not even be that long. I done forgot, lost count, track time. But it ain't been that long. And some of the same things that we've been taught to believe is still in the books. Okay. I just want to say that. However, whatever you're learning today, you're going to have to use your discernment. And as you become more aware in regards to your knowing, learning self, challenging some of these beliefs, it's going to shock you. Now, I want to say that everybody's knowing and belief systems is not always going to be in sync And somebody else is knowing. You can't take away from somebody else's belief at the time. But I think that we're all on a different path of an enlightenment. You know, you find people that's more in sync with others. Are you going to find yourself gravitating to more different levels of people as your ascension begins to, you know, upgrade? And everybody has a progression period, you know? And I'm learning that as I look at some of the comments. And I had to find grace. And not to say that I know everything. Listen, because just like I said, you're going to find videos and things of that nature that's going to come across your timeline, and you're going to need that confirmation in regards to how you feeling, your beliefs, that may shift them or make you get in check about your perception about some things. And we're not perfect, and there's always room for growth. And that growth is right on this forgiveness and the capacity to love. Wow. Speak, Spirit. Being that leader and teacher, you got to be able to take accountability, understand when maybe you need to challenge what you believe to be true. Because it's all about unity. Each one teach one. Just like that baby. What I say, she was about 9 to 10. Yeah. They gonna be able to teach you something too. And it came right back out with imagination and generosity. Yep. And I think that's kind of self-explanatory right there. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of unity. A lot of more expression. And rather than being combative in regards to people's beliefs, just hear them out. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with challenging what they're saying, but there's a way to do things. And just know that it's always about unity versus me. And together with our imaginations, we can make this world a better place, right? This is on the front of the book. Awareness. It's all about your awareness. And just know that what you think you know today may change tomorrow. We all seeking the answers. Now I'm looking at the image of the Grand Canyon at this time, and there's so many secrets to be held in there. And I think that over time, we're going to be learning some more stuff about that. And the North Pole and all that. Now you got guilt lining right up with fear. And spiritual quests. And we was just talking about this. And I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Wow. And sometimes that fear just keeps us holding on. And I said, what I said about the imagination in the mind. Depend upon your imagination versus your mind. Because your mind be telling you lies. Yeah, dude. We got action again. Action is required, and it came right back on happiness and reflection. Telling you to take action in regards to the man in the mirror. Could be some action in regards to that soulmate. And you got revealed on success and fulfillment. Something is about to be revealed to you that spirit is bringing in with this balance. And it got something to do with the blending of ideals. And something about diversity is so important here, because I said something about that Haiti thing. There's something about that. Don't make sense now. Ain't got to make sense. It don't all have to make sense. But I'm going to come back. Oh, I want to tell you another thing. Listen, what I told y'all about Andre 3000. And just think about that 3000 with that number 3. Listen. He is a master of self. You better know it. And then he reached the billboard. Did I say it or not? Everybody was talking crap about his little flute. What did I say? Y'all gonna start listening to me and believing me when I tell you something about to happen. Now go look it up. Google it. If you think I'm telling the story. The boy is gonna be bad. Now you got friendships here with purpose and relaxation. Told you you're gonna be finding better friendships through these through your purpose. Yeah, you are. And I see these friendships as support systems in regards to your creativity. Cheerleaders. Now I have to pay attention to this, because Spirit is making me pay attention to this road as it lines up with shame. So I gotta address that. I'm gonna take that. Now you got influence here on relationships. I told you. And empowerment. Yeah. It's just regurgitating what I just said about these friendships is in regards to this influence, relationships, and empowerment. You're going to find those relationships that's going to empower you. You're attracting your soul tribe. There you are. Now, vitality and recognizes here with honesty. Now I'm looking at this shame as it lines up with unity. And again, that shame is going to be found, unity is going to be found through shame. Your story It's going to be unifying people. Spirit is telling you to release that. Holding on to guilt from whatever you did in your past. Take the action and let it go. And find your happiness, your happy place. Raise your vibration. Now, it may be some reveal in regards to this shame, but it's going to be a success. Something that's going to bring something into balance. And I think that's just you utilizing your voice. Now, I did say something about shared stories in the beginning because somebody left me a comment that told me to get up to date. That's not their story. like everything is centered around you, my darling. Okay, it's not theory. Okay. Yeah, I see a lot of influence, forgiveness, and friendships being ignited through shame. I know it sounds ironic, but you do have support systems that help in this situation. Now, this shame, as we read from the book before about what her breasts represent, having the milk to either poison or heal. Yeah. And just know that the milk, the breast, is nourishment. Now I have to regurgitate this again. Breastfeeding the children is very important at this time. Do not give them that other fake milk. Okay, and I'll leave that there. Alright, let's go from the next day. Now we're going to close it out. And I'm going to come back. And I use no tarot today. Now it says, keep your temper. Now that's lining up on with unity, imagination, and generosity. Now that's going back to some of those collaborations. And it says, don't allow anger to rule you in regards to the shame. Yeah. And you know, sometimes anger doesn't always look like tantrums and cussing and things of that nature, but just within your emotions. Being ice cold, not being vulnerable. You know, taking on relationships that you know are going to fail because you can care less when they end at the end of the day. This is what we do when we allow shame to rule our lives. A temper doesn't necessarily have to come out as loud. What else you got, Spirit? Now I'm gonna put this back but I'm gonna pay attention to these two cards because that is entirely too many. But I'm gonna pay attention to the split. Now it's telling you to follow the white rabbit. Now it said curiosity meets opportunity. And the right way, learning to create what you desire. Now this has something to do with your creativity. Now somebody look like they about to be crowned and some type of message is coming your way. I'm looking at the crown, I'm looking at the message. Now this message might be the white rabbit. Something you're curious about. Somebody might be curious about you. Now, I don't know why I just heard this, but, you know, the rabbit. Somebody kid might get him an idea. I don't know. That's what I heard. Yeah, some little gremlin. I'm looking at this. The crumb snatcher, if you will. Maybe some of y'all got rabbits. I don't know. Something going on in that area. Somebody kid like rabbits. I don't know, y'all. Listen. So, it does look like somebody's becoming braver through adversity. Some shame. Now we see a lot of that coming out in the media, and guys, let's understand, a lot of these readings, listen, I noticed that I talk about, and I see it right through the media in somebody's life. Yeah, I do. One of those stars, and I keep telling y'all, they're going to be your example. And I was like, dang, I just did a reading about that, and it was them. Oh boy. Let's see. Now you have such a curious dream. And I just seen this peeking out and it came right back out. I seen it peeking out and I didn't take it. And it says such a curious dream. Grounding, returning to reality and coming home. Now I know it's something about all these eyes. Now listen. Ooh. Dang, this made me think about, I tell you, nothing is by coincidence. Now, I seen this movie about the lady that actually created these images. It's called Big Eyes, I think it is. I seen a movie. But anyway, she was the actual artist behind them, but because in that era they didn't promote women artists, her husband, you know, took on her identity when she was the mastermind behind these images anyway. This is why it made me get these images. Now, there may be some shame in that regards. Hiding your identity to uplift somebody else. Now, don't have to necessarily have to do with anything with art. Shush. And they got choices. Feeling blocked. Restrained from something. And somebody needs to take action. I tell y'all, nothing is happening by coincidence. It's got something to do with that. Now you got use your time well, lining up with fulfillment, success, and make every moment count with this reveal. Somebody's hiding behind somebody. Don't think they're good at somebody. What? Somebody's trying to. Now it could be somebody shaming you in regards to what you want to do. Yeah, you got some type of curious dream. Spirit say do what you want to do. Yeah. Yep. That you have a rare talent. Now maybe your mom is blocking your dreams, or your father. I said something about parents and child here too. Tell y'all nothing. And maybe you're the child. It's the little rabbit I was talking about. Maybe. There's something going on in that regard. You know how your parents want to dictate your life? That's over here. That might have something to do with that betrayal. Your imagination. And I'm not saying that it's necessarily out of ill intent. It's just their beliefs. We talked about that. They need to come about. Yeah, sometimes listen, I'm just so thankful that me being the edge, that I'm not stuck in those beliefs. I'll be so thankful. I'll be like, oh, thank you, Spirit, that I have the courage to change and challenge what I was taught. Yeah. Because a lot of people just don't. Yeah, they want you to work 9 to 5, work hard, and one day it'll pay off. And it's a cotton picking, the big old story they telling you. Instead of telling you to go out there and follow your dreams, be your own boss. They want to tell you to work for somebody else, so they can talk crazy to you, tell you when to get up, when to go to bed, when you can go on vacation. When you can take time off. How many hours you can work. I don't know. Yeah, you curious. Listen, tell me, this guy spirits tell me. Didn't I tell you that somebody is about to have one of those thingies? And it got something to do with your spiritual quest. Now, your spiritual quest is all about your creativity as well, but it could be about some type of light working situation. But didn't I tell you about to have one of those things? right on your dream. You gonna have it. Yes. And maybe you guilty because of what you want to do. Guilty about your spirituality and the path that you want to leave, your change in your belief system. Child, let them go. It could have something to do with a mama, a parent, a guardian, somebody that's older that think they got the sense but don't. Outdated beliefs. And I told y'all, all them systems is about to crash. Yeah. Now I must say this as well. Now, I really don't like to debate spiritual religion, you know, and the Bible, because a lot of people see the Bible as prophecy, and some people see it as planning, boo. You know, a set of instructions on what to do. Listen. Now me, I see truths as well as half-truths in there. And I noticed that lately, the Spirit has been telling me to go and pull up a verse here and there or two. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying that it's a bad means of reference, but the interpretation should be challenged. Oh yeah. And I'm gonna leave that there. And it says, find the lesson, discover the purpose in the situation, trust that you are learning. Didn't I just say that? And that got to do with your purpose. And this relaxation is just giving me that the Spirit is not the author of confusion. If it don't feel good, it ain't right. If it's keeping you in pins and needles and scared to live, it ain't right. If it's blocking off your creativity, if it's not allowing you to tap into your inner child. This is a child here. Now this is also telling you to find the lesson within friendships. Discover the purpose in a situation. Trust that you are learning. You know, sometimes people come into your life to teach you things about self. It doesn't mean that they have to leave, and it doesn't mean that they have to stay. Now maybe some shame has been found through some of these lessons. Discovering that these people never truly had your best intentions. Envy going on, we talked about that. Forgive them. Let them go. Move on. Again, we're going back to this. Those right there. What they're trying to feed you with that milk. It's just symbolic. But it has the power to do, to nourish or to kill. Oh, y'all, let me get out of here. I didn't realize I was in here for a whole hour and 20 minutes. And I was just talking about somebody else's video be long. Listen. I did enough, didn't I? Alright, we're gonna close it out. And I'm gonna come back with another one. And it says, wake up. It's your moment. And that's on capacity to love, growth, forgiveness, and all this right here. It's your moment. Be the leader. Just tap into your creativity, all that. And there's no need to fear. The universe is gonna catch you, my darling. And this is our last card. I love it. And I just said the universe is gonna catch you. And it says falling, the unknown. It says, what's that say? Let me see, I can't hardly see that word. I said the universe is gonna catch you. Descent, momentum, and change. Now there's going to be unknown friendships, just like I said, empowerment within your discernment. Now it does say descent, but I do see discernment. Now this is the number 4. Divinely guided. Listen, I'm telling you, Spirit got you, boo. And I see your influence gaining momentum. I see change in all these aspects. Now it's time for you to take off. There's something about to happen. Because at the bottom of the deck is all in the golden afternoon. Yep. Inspiration, creative spark, imagination, and conceptions. I'm telling you, that's going in everything I just said. That last card. Now, boo, just to give you a little brief introduction to the cards that I'm going to be utilizing, that was that. Alright? Now, I'll be back with another one. Let's see if I can figure out how to utilize them in a more effective way. Alright, see you on the next one.